Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Beast! Peekaboo! I see you because I don't even care. Ah! Everything's going wrong and my other fan broke. What? The fridge is falling. What am I going to do? Come over here. Now I'm using one fan to grab the other fan. This is a mess. The album. Let's just get to the song that I've been practicing, okay? Let's just get to the song that I've been practicing. When you left, I lost a part of me. Baby, can't you see? We belong together. That's not even the words. I've been practicing that for so long. Oh my God. Look, I have it queued up right here. I've been listening to a little Mariah Carey, We Belong Together. Who's gonna take my calls in the middle of the night? Not Jane and Vivian. Who's gonna do this and that? Not Nick Cannon. Anyway, I have been on a roll, okay? I have been on, I don't know, people probably are like, either people, well, I mean, who's ever coming over to this video for your first video of Peter Monn? But if this is your first video of mine, welcome to the chaos and the craziness that is Peter Monn. But if you have been over here for a long time, welcome back! Welcome back! I used to watch Welcome Back, Kotter all the time with my mom. Let me adjust the tripod a little bit here. I used to love that show, Welcome Back, Kotter. Do you remember that show? Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, for those of you that are back, you either like loved that intro or you hate that intro, but I'm gonna be honest with you. It has been cloudy all day long and the sun just came out and I'm like, I'm gonna try to get to the pool for at least an hour. So I just did my weight loss journey update over my Peter Does Stuff channel. I just filmed that and I'm back to back filming this. But I wanted to bring my old fan with me because I have been using this trash fan. I actually have like probably, I mean, let's not exaggerate. Let's not exaggerate. It's shaking back and I helped. Okay, let's give a honest answer. I bet I have in the basement between 40 and 60 different fans. They don't all say trash, obviously. They say different things. They say, and I oop, and things like that. But anyway, I have like 3 upstairs. I have Shade, I have Trash, and then I have Beast, this one. I have like 4 of these. And the original Beast fan, Alyssa Edwards Beast fan, this is the Alyssa Edwards Anastasia Beverly Hills. You know, this fan actually, I don't know if it was this fan, I have like 4 of them. One of them, I did a giveaway, and so Bunny won that. And so Bunny has the original, the very first fan that I ever got. The second fan I gave to Amy Slayton, because Amy Slayton was going to make a TikTok, and she was going to go Beast like me in it. Amy, I'm still waiting for that TikTok, Amy, okay? I went to the FedEx store, and I FedExed that fan to you about 8 months ago, okay? I'm still waiting for that. But anyway, I still got like 2 of these down in the basement, so don't worry. Speak of it. What was I going to say? But people are like, why are you using your trash fan in these videos? And I'm like, because I broke my Beast fan. And what you just told me was, you don't watch all my videos. Because it literally happened at the beginning of the video in the intro 3 days ago or something like that. Anyway, yeah, I'm trying to go to the pool today. So I just wanted to do something fun. Don't worry, the heavy drama is coming back. But we're going to kind of do a follow-up to yesterday because I did the video, I did an unpopular opinions video yesterday where you guys asked me questions about people, and then I let you guys know what I thought about those people and things like that. But when I did it, the video, it's shake and bake and I helped. Oh, that's what I was going to say. For those people over there, you OGs that have been around for a long time, you either loved or you hated that intro. I know there's people that fast forward through the intro and stuff like that, but you know. Anyway, somebody the other day timestamped my video and they said Brooke Schofield starts at 12 minutes and something else. I was like, I talked about 4 people in this video and she was only one of them, okay? She do. Ain't nobody coming over here for Brooke Schofield. I can tell you that. Don't nobody know who Brooke Schofield is. I didn't even know who she was. Okay? Coattail writer of Tana Moja. I don't even know who she is. I don't care who she is. Okay? That was probably the first and the last video that I will ever make about Brooke Schofield. Okay? Just so you know. But anyway, and I will tell you this. Okay? Because I know I got a lot of questions about this. I don't really know what to call this person. Oh, look, there's fluff hanging off my phone right now. Do you see this? This is the day in the life of Peter Monn. But I got a lot of people asking me what I thought about it was funny because when I said I was talking about Rosanna Pansino the other day. I was so scared to talk about Rosanna Pansino in my video because you don't talk about Rosanna Pansino, okay? When I talked about Rosanna Pansino a year ago, people are like, you don't know Rosanna Pansino! No, I don't know Rosanna Pansino. All I know is that her entire Twitter is all just about one person, okay? And hey, more power to her. She can do what she wants to do, okay? She can have at it, okay? All I was saying in that video the other day, and I'm glad that a lot of people agreed with me, was if you are somebody that people are looking up to and they're saying you should talk about this story, and we're talking about the mistreatment of contestants in a game, you think you might have wanted to give the same energy to somebody that was one of your close friends that you made videos with that helped your career, that it actually harmed kids. I'm saying you might want to give just a little bit. I mean, you've given like 150% to that. You might have wanted to maybe give 3% instead of a statement when you were finally pushed into a corner and you're like, I had to come out and talk about this because if I don't come out and talk about this, it's going to ruin my career, okay? So finally, you put out a Twitter statement, okay? A written statement. Now you didn't make videos about this person, but somebody was like, you know, back in the day, people were like, you don't talk about Rosanna Pansino, blah, 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 whatever. Somebody in my video the other day said, I don't know who she is. She sounds like something that you go to a coffee shop and say, can I have the Rosanna Pansino? She probably will get her own coffee at that Erwin or whatever that place is called. I wouldn't know. Well, I shouldn't say I'll never go there because then I'll go to California and then I want to do a review there or something like that. But those coffees, did you see those smoothies are like $25, $30? Who is paying for that? Who's paying $25, $30? Movie stars. Brooke Schofield. Brooke Schofield. That was like Cher saying Brooke Schofield. You know Cher don't give a fuck about Brooke Schofield. You know Cher, this is the crossover I needed today. You know Cher don't know who, Cher. You know Cher don't give a fuck. If somebody said to Cher, what do you think about Brooke Schofield? She'd say, oh, I don't know, Brooke Schofield. I cannot do Cher. I shouldn't try to do Cher. I'm not a good imitator of voices. People are always like, can you do Jennifer Coolidge? I'm like, I can't do anybody's voice. What are you talking about? Can I do Jennifer Coolidge? Makes me want a hot dog real bad. I mean, I don't know. What do you want me to do? Why do you ask me for things I can't deliver? But anyway, the rule of 2020 on was, number one, Jeffree Star is not the drama of any year. And he was right about that when he said that back in the day. He goes, what we're not going to do is make Jeffree Star the drama. Well, girl, listen, you couldn't be the drama, okay? If I threw up a Jeffree Star video today, it probably pulled me 2,000 views, okay? You aren't the drama. You can't be the drama. Doesn't anybody care about Jeffree Star anymore, you know? And so anyway, but the other rule, the big rule is you don't talk about Rosanna Pansino. She's the nicest person in the entire world. You don't talk about Rosanna Pansino. It's interesting because I was reading some of her tweets about, I will say this. I made the video. I don't know why my video is the only one that didn't get demonetized. I'm seeing people throw up videos about, do y'all know who she's talking about? She's talking about Mr. Somebody, okay? Mr. Sandman, bring me... Do you know that... Oh my God. Did you know about the whole... I am so ate up with the Halloween franchise. You know that's at the end of the movie Halloween, right? Anyway, so she's talking about Mr. Sandman, okay, on her videos, TikTok, and the Sandman games. Y'all know what I'm talking about? So apparently if you say his name in videos, like they're demonetizing videos and they're blocking channels and shadow banning channels. I didn't know this, okay? People are saying this. I have to tell you, I got reached out to by several people, okay, in the world. Not just like people that watch my videos, like people that make videos, okay? On the TikToks, the YouTubes, and everywhere. It was like, don't say his name in a video. Don't say his name, because if you say his name, they're going to demonetize your video. I don't know how my video is still sitting up there monetized. Has his name in the title and everything. I don't know, okay? But apparently, this career that she's worked so hard on is she's willing to risk it all for the truth to come out about the mistreatment of people at these games. Now, I will say right now, there's a lot of things to be talking about with Mr. Sandman, okay? There's a lot of things. Not just those games, which are shady boots down, okay? Like those games, I think all the stuff that I've read, and this is the thing I was saying the other day about it, right? Rosanna Pansino is somebody that's very, very professional. I don't believe that she would come out with all this if it weren't true, okay? And so the fact that she's coming out and she's talking about all this kind of stuff obviously means it is true. There's validity to it, right? She's not somebody that's going to risk her career about this. I mean, obviously, when pushed in a corner, she came out a statement about her good shitty Colleen Ballinger. You don't want to push Rosanna Pansino in a corner, okay? Because then she'll come out with a 10-line Colleen Ballinger statement. Don't want to force her to do that. Don't want to force her to go on to a video with her, Colleen Ballinger's best friend, Joey Graceffa, a year later, that Joey Graceffa has never addressed it. Don't want to force her to go in a video like that. Don't force Rosanna Pansino into any corner she doesn't want to go into. So anyway, but what I was saying the other day was that Rosanna Pansino, based on my history of talking about her and how many people defended her, how professional she is, I don't know much about her. She seems like a nice gal, okay? But like her career before she was on YouTube, I think she's written books, cookbooks, and things like that. She seems real nice. She bakes a lot and things like that. You know, I love a good cozy mystery. I do. Oh my God, the Misfortune books, I love them so much. But there's always food and they're always baking and things like that. In the Misfortune book, there's her Misfortune, Fortune Redding, that's the main character. Her friend Allie, okay, that dates this guy from the mob named Manny. Not Manny MUA, but a different Manny. A little bit more butch than Manny. Anyway, she dates this guy named Manny, okay, that's in the mob. And he works for little Mr. Big is who he works for. But anyway, Allie dates Manny. Okay, I know you don't care, but this all goes back to the Rosanna Pansino thing. And Allie is such a good cook that they all help her open her own bakery. So see, I am on the side of bakers, okay? So I think, this is what I think, okay, is that Rosanna Pansino, well, now I'm even seeing it in her own tweets, okay? Some of her fans are like, girl, I love you, but you're like beating a dead horse with this. Like, you need to let this go, okay? This has been like 10 days. I mean, it's literally all day long, all she tweets about, okay? Literally all day long. And her own fans are like, girl, I'm glad that you've talked about this. I think it's important to bring awareness to this, but this is a little much at this point, right? Then she's saying, well, nobody else is talking about it, so she's got to talk about it. I think it's interesting, and I will tell you that after I made my initial Rosanna Pansino video, I don't know, a year ago or something, talking about the Colleen Ballinger situation, I did look into her a little bit, right? I think it's interesting that Rosanna Pansino, who has been huge on YouTube, was in a reality show before that, has written books, has been on TV shows, has done all this kind of stuff. You know, I mean, her popularity surpasses YouTube. I do think that it's interesting that the one thing in the entire world, right, the one thing that she is so driven by that she really feels like she needs to speak on, you know? I mean, we're going back to the 1950s with racism in the United States right now. I mean, the LGBTQI plus community is at great threat in this country right now. I mean, Colleen Ballinger happened, James Charles happened. She knows all these people, right? And this is the thing that she decides to focus on. I mean, women's rights are at risk in our country, and this is the thing that Rosanna Pansino decides to speak on. This is the big issue for her, okay? With all the problematic, now I cover problematic people over here because I'm a drama channel. With all the problematic people, okay, on YouTube, she decides to strictly have everything to say about Mr. Sandman, okay? And then if you come out and you say, well, this is because she's bitter because of how she was treated in the original Sandman games, okay? That she originally, I think, came in third or something like that, but then it was like made to look like he fixed it so that other people won. And that was the original video that I made about her like a year ago, right? And she was like, she had less to say then than she does now about it. And if you even insinuate for 1 second that the reason that she's coming so hard for Mr. Sandman now is because she was bitter house boots down back then, oh my God, you better never say that. Oh no, she just wants to tell the truth. Now, this is what's weird to me. I watch a lot of television, okay? Currently, right now, I'm watching that show Dark. It is so good. It's 3 seasons. I'm very confused, okay? I'm very confused because it's like a time swap movie, right? And not a wife swap, but a time swap. And so you don't know whether you're in 2022 or 1986. Sometimes I really don't because of the music that I listen to. Sometimes I'm like, you know, am I still in, you know, rock on gold? Am I in 1984? Where am I at? Oh, somebody asked for 1980. They asked for 1983, 1984. I said 1987. They said you're 3 years away, so that would make it 1984. There, you got your 1984, right? But I watch these TV shows. I watch a lot of reality TV shows. I talk a lot with my friends about reality TV shows. I have an entire channel dedicated to TV shows, okay? It's not a huge stretch, like when you're watching Angela on Big Brother act a complete fool, okay? And people are like looking her up, and she's been on Dr. Phil, and she's been on this, and she's been on that, and people are saying she's a producer plant. Why is it such a stretch that Rosanna Pansino, that was so pissed, and rightfully so, okay, that she got screwed out out of that Mr. Sandman games last year of where she rightfully placed. And I think that she does have a right to be pissed about that. But a year later, she's coming out, and this is the thing she's talking about the most, and people think that's a stretch. Are you kidding me? I mean, I've made bigger stretches about palettes that Jeffree Star has released, okay? I mean, that is not a stretch. It's the truth, is what it is, okay? And people that are this is where the super fandom comes into place, okay? This is where the super fandom comes into play. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I have known for years, okay? I have known for years that Stevie Nicks and Christine McVie from Fleetwood Mac had a huge issue, okay? That they fought all the time. Was I surprised when I went and saw... Listen, people say all the time, I'll talk about anybody over here, okay? I'll talk about my favorites, all right? Am I surprised that at Stevie Nicks' concert, she does an entire song dedicated to all pictures with her and Christine McVie and talked about their friendship? Hell yes, I was surprised. She talked about how they made up. It was cathartic. It made sense. But she explained it. She told the whole story of how they didn't used to get along, and then they were like chicks in rock and roll together, okay? But Rosanna Pansino wants to come out with all... This was not going to be a Rosanna Pansino video. This was an unpopular opinions, but this is a very unpopular opinion, okay? Because you can't say that. Because if you come out and you say, well, the only reason she's going so hard about Mr. Sandman is because she's bitter about the Sandman games from last year. It's the truth. I don't know why this is such a hard stretch, you know? People all the time, they say, if I say one thing about Robbie and Christie, people say, well, you're only making the video because you hate Christie. I don't know Christie. How can I hate somebody I don't know? Well, you only make these videos about Jeffree Star because you hate Jeffree Star. I don't know Jeffree Star. How can I hate? You only say these things about Shane Dawson because you hate Shane Dawson. But then I say positive things about Shane Dawson, and then it's like, well, you're not looking at the truth about Shane Dawson. I say something about Trisha Paytas, and they're like, well, you hate Trisha Paytas. I say something positive about Trisha Paytas, and they say, well, you're only saying that because you're overlooking all the horrible shit that she did, right? But I can't even have an opinion, and I'm a fucking drama channel. Rosanna Pansino comes out with the exact same issue she was talking about a year ago, and God forbid you even say anywhere or insinuate, okay, that it's because she was bitter about how she was treated in those games last year, and it's a stretch, right? No, it's not a stretch. It's the truth. It's absolutely 100% the truth. And I'm not saying that she shouldn't talk about it. I think she should talk about it till the cows come home for breakfast. I don't really care, okay? I don't really care. She can talk about it all day long, but this is what I have to say about it, okay? People are really listening to what Rosanna Pansino has to say about this. This is why it is important that she's talking about it, okay? Because, I mean, she's talking about it at the rate that Gabby Hanna, I said this in my video the other day, it's the truth. I mean, she's tweeting out as fast as Gabby Hanna types, you know? And so, she could talk about it, but people are listening to Rosanna Pansino talk about Mr. Sandman because of her reputation. She has a flawless reputation, okay? All I was saying in my video the other day, and I was glad that some people agreed with it, was that if she had come out and given even, I mean, I'm not saying the same energy, okay? I won't even say that. I'll say if she would have given a fifth of the energy to the Colleen Ballinger situation, okay? If she would have even addressed that at all, people might have listened. And I said that at the time. And people said, what, you are demanding her. And I'm not demanding her of it. But let's talk about a year later, she's coming out with every tweet on her Twitter is constantly about this Mr. Sandman situation. But she put one statement up and about Colleen Ballinger. And all I was saying is somebody that knew her, she knew Colleen Ballinger. She did videos with Colleen Ballinger. She was good friends with Colleen Ballinger, you know? She could have come out and actually offered, she could have said, I feel really, I mean, she put a statement up. Okay, but now she's making videos and TikToks and talking about being shadow banned and silenced and all this kind of stuff. She could have said that then. She could have said, no, I do not stand with, I mean, she's talking about why is nobody talking about this? She could have said, why are none of my friends in the community talking about this? We all benefited from Colleen Ballinger. We all did videos with Colleen Ballinger. Joey, why aren't you talking about her? She's calling out other people that aren't talking about Mr. Sandman. Why isn't she did the same thing with Colleen Ballinger? And the only reason I'm saying that is because it would have given it a lot more power. People would have taken it a lot more seriously, okay? If she's got this much energy to give. I didn't realize Rosanna Pansino was a drama channel, okay? But now that I know that she's a drama channel, obviously it's not a reach. But I did learn through all this that what you don't talk about on the internet is Rosanna Pansino. And since I just did for 19 minutes, please, Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? My friends all drive Porsches. A little Janis Joplin for you today. Should we get into this? Okay, at the 19-minute mark. I'm going to call this video, We Don't Talk About Rosanna Pansino, then all the haters will come over here. Okay, so let's get into this today. I wanted to go into here. Somebody said, Bernadette. Bernadette? Who's Bernadette Peters? I love Bernadette Peters. Is that who you're talking about? I don't know who you're talking about. Bernadette. Oh, Angela from Big Brother. Oh, that's Mel, my book club partner. Hey, Mel, if you want to join our True Crime Book Club, it's listed below. All you have to do is go over to the Facebook group and you can join it. Well, Mel, I mean, since we talk every night on the phone, you already know how I feel about Angela. Okay, I loved Angela at first because she reminds me of one of my friends. And she's like, yes, I'm so excited to be on Big Brother, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my God, this would be me on Big Brother. Then she went off on Matt, and I thought it was incredibly uncalled for. I thought she was really cruel to him. I thought the things that she said, I hurt, as somebody that grew up being bullied, being afraid of walking across the stage at graduation because my mom was going to have to hear people shout the F word, which did not happen, but I was afraid of that. It made me sad that Matt's mom had to hear the things that Angela said to him, and then to even back it up and her to say something like, well, your mom would be ashamed of you. I think that's so hurtful that she went there as a mother, as, you know, I don't know. It just, I don't know why they're keeping her there because she's a shield. Okay. But I'm like, and then Tucker used his power of veto to take her down, and now they're wanting to get rid of Tucker. I guess we'll find out in a couple hours. This is going to be the thing, okay? Angela, they're going to keep on using her as a shield, and then she'll start winning comps, and she's going to make it to the end. This is where it's so weird to me, but she does make for good television. You know, there's a difference between, like, morality and good television, and if you watch reality TV, you know what I mean, okay? Like, a lot of really good television on reality TV, especially with the Housewives, is not necessarily the most ethical stuff around, okay? That doesn't make it right, but it makes for good and interesting television, okay? So, somebody said to me, Demi Lovato. I've talked about Demi Lovato in the past. I don't follow her closely. So don't ask me about her sobriety because I don't know anything about it. I know she was California sober, and then she was 12-step sober, and then she was doing it on her own, and then she came out and she was 12-step sober. I don't know what she is today. I wish her all the best. I do have an interesting story about Demi Lovato, and I've actually shared this, I think, on my vlog. Maybe I've shared it over here. I don't know. But Alex, my husband Alex, has a very close friend of his that actually did 2 world tours. The last time I saw her, I was like, do you care if I share this story? She goes, you can share whatever you want to share. I don't really care. She's like, she's like married, lives on a farm out in the middle of nowhere now. But she did 2 world tours doing, she's from Indianapolis, and she did 2 world tours doing hair and makeup for the Britney Spears tour. She did all the makeup and hair on the dancers, and 1 tour she did Britney Spears hair and makeup. That was how we got to dance on stage. So for those of you that don't know, I got to dance on stage with Britney Spears to I Wanna Go. It was in Columbus. And that was really fun. That was like a moment of my life. And so that was really cool. And she was in Indianapolis for like a break. And so we drove her. It was Columbus or Cleveland. We went to Columbus one year, Cleveland another year to see her in concert. And she got us the tickets and background tours. We got the VIP passes and the whole 9 yards. And got to meet everybody. That's all I'll say about that. You actually, I will say this, because I can't say anything more about that, but you had to sign NDAs to go backstage to do a background tour of the whole Britney Spears and meeting everybody and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, but later, she called me, because I knew her and we were friends too. She called me, I don't know, maybe 2 years after that or something like that, and she said that Demi Lovato's people, so like all of like the dancers, hair and makeup people for like Gaga are friends with the dancers from like Britney Spears and Demi Lovato. They all like work together, and like some have worked on different tours, you know, whatever. And so she said that she was reached out to because Demi Lovato was looking for a one-on-one personal assistant, and they wanted it to be an older gay man that she could feel very comfortable about, but also somebody that was sober, because she needed kind of like a sober coach, but also a personal assistant, somebody that would be like doing, like get her coffee for her schedule, all this kind of stuff. And I don't know why she was specifically looking for an older gay man. I think maybe it was like a safety thing that she felt safer around that or whatever. And so she connected me with those people, and I think there might have been like 1 email that went back and forth, and then I never heard anything about it again. So I don't know about that. But I will tell you that my friend told me at that time, she was like, if they call you to go, the amount of money that they were going to pay me was insanity. And what she said is, you guys are going to have to move to LA, like, tomorrow. Like, you're going to have to fly out there tomorrow. And it's not going to be, like, she's like, people have no idea, personal assistants that work for celebrities. She's like, it's not going to be like, you know, 40 hours a week and then you have the weekends off. She's like, it's 7 days a week. It's 24 hours a day. You're on call. You have to do exactly. And in retrospect, I was real excited about it the moment Alex and I talked about it. He was like, if this happens, I think this is a good opportunity for you. And in retrospect, I'm really happy it didn't work out. I wish Demi Lovato all the best. I hope she found a great personal assistant, but I'm really happy that it didn't work out the way that it did. Because I think I would have taken the opportunity. I think I would have been too overwhelmed with it. So, little interesting story about Demi Lovato. The shark from Sharknado. Well, I haven't watched those movies. Is Ian Ziering the shark from 90210? I know he's in it. But I'm going to watch those on the Shark Movie Club. So, oh, somebody asked me about Mr. Sandman. His controversies are getting worse. I know, girl. I know. They're getting as bad as my broken fan. You know, I don't understand. I don't understand the interest, and I don't know why we're surprised by this. Like, this is the thing for me. It's like, I don't know why we're surprised. Mr. Sandman is not somebody that I've ever, like, been interested in or looked up to. I've watched a couple of his videos, because, you know, the videos always have, like, these beautiful thumbnails, and it will be, like, I'm giving, like, I mean, I think I bought a couple of his sweatshirts, too. Didn't he do, like, the ocean one and the tree one? I bought those 2 sweatshirts, because I believe in those, you know, organizations and stuff like that. But, like, I don't know why we're surprised that all this controversy is coming out. I can remember watching his videos, and it was, like, this one video that I remember watching where it was, like, I stayed in, like, a room in some island that was, like, a penny a night, and then I stayed in a room that was, like, $100,000 a night. And it was just so stupid. It was, like, you obviously... Like, I don't feel like he has any personality. He's not interesting for me to watch. It's the same as David Dobrik. David Dobrik just stands back while all of his friends get hurt. And he's like, ah! It's like, what is the interest in David Dobrik? Can somebody explain that to me? His jokes are of a 12-year-old. I don't think he's that interesting, okay? I mean, I don't know. What is it about David Dobrik? Can somebody please ask me? I mean, can somebody please ask me? Can somebody please explain it to me about David Dobrik? Please, somebody explain it to me. I don't get David Dobrik or the Vlog Squad or any of it. I don't get it. I mean, with the Jake Paul and Logan Paul thing, I even kind of get that a little bit because I mean, like, their audience was a little bit younger and they were kind of like the very bro mentality. And I can understand why, like, younger guys would kind of, like, in high school or junior high would kind of look up to that. But David Dobrik, like, I don't get it. I really don't get it, right? And in all honesty, and looking back at David Dobrik, he was rather, like, he's shitty to his friends to their face, and then just laughs. So I don't know, is it just he has so much money, and that people are just, I mean, you want to literally talk about the definition of clout chasing? I mean, Jason Nash did it for years with David Dobrik, and just kind of looked the other way about stuff, right? And engaged in his own participation in things. So the Mr. Sandman stuff is interesting to me. I never thought going into this video I was going to call him that, but that's what his name is now. I can remember, like, watching that video about staying in the 2 different... And the people that he was with that are on his team are, like, 100 times more interesting and have more personality than he does. He has no personality whatsoever. I don't understand what is so intriguing about his videos. Is it just these high-concept ideas that he comes up with, like eating a $20 million bagel and then a thumbnail, and he's like, you know, or giving 100 people $1,000? You know, it's like, I mean, it's the thumbnails, but, like, he has no personality at all. He's talentless, except for coming up with these ideas, which I think he sits in a room with a bunch of people and they all come up with the ideas. But Mr. Sandman's the one that's getting all the attention off of it. But he's at the head of it, right? So then he's the one that needs to take accountability for this stuff. I think it's interesting. I don't know. Somebody asked, Colleen Hoover. The Colleen Hoover books. Girl. You know, I mean, all my friends read, well, not all my friends, but several of my friends read the Colleen Hoover books. Tanya Jean, she reads those Colleen Hoover books. She loves a good romance. My friend Tanya Jean, she loves a good romance. I read Verity, and I thought it was so bad. And I did not even realize that there was, like, a second ending to it until we were in marriage counseling one night, and we were talking about how Alex and I, when we first got together, used to read books together. We read the 5 love languages. We started reading it together, and then we read it separately, and I don't think I ever finished it. But anyway, I would highly recommend reading together as a couple. It's a really cute exercise. Alex and I do it together every once in a while. But anyway, our therapist was telling us that he and his girlfriend, that they read Verity together, but they had to buy the hardback new edition that came out because it has an alternative ending to it. I didn't even know there was an alternative ending to Verity. I could care less, okay? I think Colleen Hoover's books romanticize abusive relationships, number one. I don't care that she's American Dream, that grew up in a trailer, and now everybody loves her romance books. I don't get it. I think I've read, like, a part of This Is the End of Us or whatever they're making a movie. I thought it was flat. I thought the characters in Verity were flat. I thought the characters in the other book that I started reading were flat. I think her characters are flat. I don't think they're dimensional. I think she's boring. I don't understand the draw of Colleen Hoover. I don't get it at all. I did not realize that I was at the 30-minute mark already. I do not understand the draw of Colleen Hoover. And when people want to say that I get so angry and I hate these other people that I talk about, you can just see how passionate I got about Colleen Hoover. Okay? And I've only read like 1.5 of her books. So obviously I get passionate about everything. Everything. Okay. Did I just post this on my Instagram last night? Hold on a second. I want to get into this. I posted something on my Instagram last night about passion. I loved it. Oh, it's already gone. The meme is gone. Okay. Let's get back into these questions. Some of these people are asking me about. I do not know who they are. Nene Leakes. Well, okay, so Nene Leakes and Marlo Hampton are hands down probably my two most favorite housewives of life. Nene Leakes was so problematic towards the end, just left the reunion, said really hurtful things, but makes for fantastic television. Absolutely makes for fantastic television. I wish they'd bring her back. I mean, they're bringing back Phaedra Parks. Why not bring back Nene Leakes? Oh, because she was suing Bravo. But then she removed her. I mean, they're all suing Bravo now, right? Because they're all in pause. And when they get taken off pause and they sue Bravo, it's just craziness to me. Somebody said Cody Brown from Sister Wives, so the husband of Sister Wives. What do I think? I think that love should be multiplied, not divided. That's what I think about Cody Brown. Actually, Cody Brown has 5 wives, not 4, if you didn't know. He's got Robin, Mary, Christine, Bitter Janelle, and then his hairdo. His hairdo is his 5th wife that he cares more about than any of the other 4 wives. What do I think about Cody Brown? I think that Cody Brown, I'm on season 8. I think for 8 seasons, well, 7.5 seasons, he did a fantastic job of covering up what a control freak he is and how domineering he is over these women. I think he did a really good job because up until about halfway through season 8, he seems like a really nice guy and they're just a really nice family and all that kind of stuff. And then you start seeing it kind of come out a little bit. So anyway, that's what I think about Cody Brown. His hair is too much. His hairdo is too much. It was so interesting because when they went to the high school, like he went back and saw like his friends from high school and stuff like that. And they're all like coming hard for him about plural marriage and that they didn't think that he would go that way because he was just, you know, part of the LDS church, the Mormon church, not FLDS, which is the fundamental Mormon church, which is like Warren Jeffs. And so he like transitioned over because then his dad got into the FLDS church, probably because he just wanted to get another wife. I don't know. But anyway, and so it's so funny because they're asking all these people and they're like, yeah, we never would have guessed that. And then they posted this one gal that looks like somebody I go to meetings with, right? Like this friend of mine. And she goes, we always thought Cody was gay. I was like, she's like, I guess he's not since he's got 4 wives. I'm like, listen, I know a lot. I won't get into that. I don't know anybody in plural marriage that has 4 wives that's gay. I don't, unless Cody Brown is. I don't know anybody like that. But anyway, okay, these are some of the ones that I got asked yesterday. Hold on a second. Let me get to this. The Welsh twins. I don't really watch them. I've watched their videos from time to time. I do like them. Somebody sent me a receipt that one of them didn't disclose. I don't know anything about it. I was going to look into it, and I just, in all honesty, I had to watch Sister Wives, so I didn't. Victoria Beckham. What about Victoria Beckham? I don't know what I think about her. I think that if you had a conversation with her, it'd be a lot of this. It'd be kind of like, can you imagine a conversation between Heather Dubrow and Victoria Beckham? Ooh, boring. Okay. It'd be like Heather Dubrow would be like, Victoria Beckham would be sitting across from her. Heather Dubrow would be like, and then we were going to get these chandelier, these champagne flutes, but the ones that I wanted from Hermes, they didn't have because I wanted the gold-plated ones, and Victoria Beckham would be like, and Heather Dubrow would be like, but they didn't have the coasters to match that had the gold plate around it, and I wanted the gold plate on the Hermes coasters to match the champagne glasses. You know what I mean, right? Anyway, so then I also wanted the plates, and I wanted the plates that had, but they only had the black and white Hermes plates that had the gold plate on it, And I wanted the ones that also had the cups and the saucer dishes to go to the side with it. And I also wanted my cutlery to match because I already have the Hermes gold plate. Do you know what I'm talking about, Victoria? That would be a conversation between Victoria Beckham and Heather Dubrow. I live for Heather Dubrow. Okay. Bachelorette, I got caught up on last night. It's so good. I have to tell you, I kind of switched last night on who I liked. So I really like Devin, but I feel like Devin is more into it for wanting just to win the Bachelorette than be with Jen. I really like, my money is on Marcus and Jeremy now. Those are the two guys for Jen, I think. Lala, Ken? No, not Lala. She said, love you, Peter, I love you too. Okay, let's get down to some more of these. Gabby Hanna. I have not kept up with Gabby Hanna in a minute. Is she like in a Christian rock band now or something like that? Save Jesus! Save Jesus! Oh, save Jesus! Save Jesus! Woo! She's doing some weird Christian rock music video now. I don't care about Gabby Hanna. I wish her the best, okay? I think before she decided to take off, she should have, now she's come back with like some, I don't know. I'm so confused about all of it. Should I look into Gabby Hanna? Let me know. Gabby Hanna, Glitter Forever 17. I mean, it's funny that I don't cover Amber Lynn Reid because Amber Lynn Reid is one of my favorite people. I'll tell you, like, you guys want to know unpopular opinion? Okay. These are people that I love to talk about, that I would talk about every single day. I just don't, because I don't know enough about. Glitter Forever 17. Gabby Hanna. I love talking about Trisha Paytas. The funny parts of it, all of it. I love talking about Trisha Paytas. She's just so, Trisha Paytas is such a character to me that I love talking about her. I love talking about Amber Lynn Reid, but like I said yesterday, I don't know enough about Amber Lynn Reid to talk about her. Who else do I love talking about? I'll tell you people I don't like. Oh, Jeffree Star, I like talking about. I think he's funny. People I don't like talking about anymore, I talk about it because I think it's important, and I know this will surprise people. I do not love talking about Colleen Ballinger. I definitely do not like talking about Robbie DeChristie at all. I think it's important to continue to talk about it because I think people are so completely, like, not seeing the truth because of their fandom. But I don't love talking about Robbie DeChristie at all. I don't like talking about James Charles. James Charles, the situation bores me, but it also baffles me that people continue to follow him and they can overlook all this kind of stuff. I don't love talking about the really, really dark stuff over here. I never have. I think it's important to talk about. I like talking about, and I know that there's a lot of dark stuff with Glitter and Trisha and Amber Lynn Reid, right? Those aren't the things I enjoy talking about with them. I like talking about the funnier sides of talking about them, like Amber Lynn in the bathroom with her girlfriend was between when she broke up with Destiny and was with Becky or vice versa or one of them. She's in the bathroom with one of them and she bought the bath bomb that had the toy in the middle of it and they're like put it in the sink. I mean, it's like shit like that. Like you literally can, I mean, I don't think people realize like how genius that is, that you can't script that stuff, right? It's like, I'll never forget like watching Amy Slayton back in the day and she was getting so pissed because she would get asked to do these food reviews. And so she did some food review. I can't even remember what it was. It was like some powdered donut, something, deep fried something. And she's like, okay. And she's like right up in the camera. And she's like, cause you know, her videos were always like just this, her face, and she'd be like, hey y'all, it's Amy. Okay, this is the last time that I'm doing this video for you. I'm not doing no more food reviews for you. And then she'd eat it and she'd be like, it's okay. I mean, I think it'd be better if it had a little bit of bacon on it. All right, see y'all later. Like and subscribe. I mean, it was like, I don't think people really understand, like, when I talk about genius, like, you cannot script that shit, okay? When I watch, like, Amy and Tammy Slayton, and people ask me what I think about, like, what Tammy Slayton's like behind the scenes. I've never talked to Tammy Slayton behind the scenes. I wish I had. I've talked to Amy a lot. Amy and I talk a lot. We haven't in a while, but we used to talk all the time. I mean, but if I text her right now, she would text me back. But anyway, I love Tammy and Amy Slayton, but the rapport back and forth between, I mean, like, it is genius. Amy's videos back in the day, it's interesting because people used to speculate back in the day that her brother, Chris, was the one that put her up to those videos. And when you watch 1,000 Pound Sisters, it was Amy and Tammy. Like, that was their way of, like, making friends, which is so genuine and sweet to me. But, like, what they created in their videos, like, they did exactly what they wanted. I was watching this video that somebody made, and it was about, they were saying that they liked my videos and whatever, and they were like, I feel like I should do these TV videos because of the algorithm, whatever. I was like, girl, do what makes you happy. Do exactly what makes you happy. Amy and Tammy Slayton, I mean, some of their videos are so silly and ridiculous, and now people live in this time where it's like, you have to be so highly edited, and you have to do this, and you have to do that, and blah, 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 whatever. Like, back in the day when I watched Glozell Green, what made her genius was, she was doing what, I mean, she was sitting there literally reading Kesha lyrics in a dark room, and the only light was from the computer. It was genius. You can't recreate that, you know? I love watching people like that are just absolutely, that was when I liked to watch Amber Lynn read back in the day, when it was just Amber Lynn being Amber Lynn. Now it's Amber Lynn trying to troll to the haters to get her views up to pay her bills, right? Like that, she lost it along the way, you know? She lost it along the way. And so it makes me sad. You know, I love when on 1,000 Pound Sisters, Amy's like, come on, Tammy, we're going to do this video. And she pulls her outside and they're like decorating Halloween masks or something. I'm like, you cannot make this shit up. Like, I live for this. This is like one of my favorite channels of life to this day, okay, is Bay Nation, B-A-E. I will link them below, okay? And they used to be called Bitchin' and Eatin'. It's Bunny and Kay, okay? And it used to be Bitchin' and Eatin'. And they changed it to Bay Nation. See, it's Bitchin' and Eatin', Bay Nation. They do like 3-hour live streams of them sitting there behind a card table eating, okay, and talking to the camera. I have gone in there, they half the time don't even know that I'm in there, okay? I have gone in there so many times when they literally have like 8 people in a live stream, 20 people in a live stream max, okay? And they do like 24-hour live streams on New Year's Eve. I live for these girls. And I live for them because they're so passionate about what they do. They don't care about the money. They're doing it because it makes them happy, right? And all these people that I saw get on YouTube originally did it because it made them happy. And somewhere along the way, they kind of sold out, you know? And so I'm still attracted to that. When I find people that have like 20 and 30 subscribers and they're doing book reviews and they're so passionate about it, like I live for that, right? Because they're not doing it for the paycheck. They're not doing it because of this. They're doing it because they love to do it. They're doing it because they can't not do it, right? And there's so much to be said about that passion, you know? Don't ever confuse my passion for hatred or my passion for this. I'm so passionate about talking about these people because I get excited about it. Just like I get excited talking about TV shows or reality shows or books, you know? If you're one of my friends and you talk to me on the phone, you'll know this is how I am on the phone. You know, people mistake passion a lot of times for anger. And that's a bad thing that's happened in this. That's a bad thing. But it is, you know, that people have weaponized people's passion about talking about something or standing up for what they believe in. And they've weaponized that and they've minimized it and said, you know, you hate this person. You're angry about it. I don't hate this person. I don't hate any of the people that I talk about. I don't know them well enough to hate them. And I'm not somebody that wants to live with hate in my heart, you know? So, no, I don't hate him. In fact, if I felt that strongly about him, I probably would never talk about him because there's a process that I go through and talking to my sponsor and things like that when I have those kinds of strong feelings. I can tell you if I talked to her, she'd say, don't ever mention them again in a video. I don't have those kind of strong feelings. That's actually a very simple way to just take away my opinion about very serious situations or very stupid situations, whatever, is to say I hate that person. To me, when I see that comment in one of my videos where somebody's like, well, you talk about this person because you hate him, it's an ignorant statement. It's absolutely 100% an ignorant statement. You have nothing else to come at me with. You have no other defense against what I've said in a video other than to say, I hate that person, right? I don't hate any of these people that I talk about. I don't know them. It's like it's somebody saying, you hate this reality star. I mean, for me, it's very similar to that, you know? I don't hate any of these people. And I'm probably more forgiving of the people that I have met because over time, I have seen some people try to change. I have seen, you know, I know this is not an popular opinion. I have seen Trisha Paytas attempt to change over time. Do I still think that she says stuff in videos and podcasts that are like soundbite moments to get her attention? Yeah. Anything compared to 5 years ago? Absolutely not. Do I think that motherhood and marriage have changed a woman? Absolutely, you know? And people want to say this and people want to say that. And people change and people grow and people forgive and people move on, right? I say that I want that for all the people over here, you know? Shane Dawson. I've seen Shane Dawson grow and change over the years. Do I think he's perfect? No, none of us are. But he's growing, he's changing. We all are. I want that for everybody that I talk about. I've always said I hope I can wake up one day and there won't be another video for me to make over here. And then I can just do, I don't know, me and Boo videos all day long. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I love you guys and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.